Lally ho, friends. Welcome back to Kupo Quest. We're down one Bazcat tonight. Feeling a little under the weather. Hope you feel better. But we trudge on as Omega Weapon must be stopped. Well, I mean, we kind of stopped them, right? So last time we did find Omega Weapon and Noctis, and there was a very intense battle that happened, during which Noctis met his end in a very, very poetically tragic way, as Lauren literally had him sucked into hell as he was
And then
plummeting
he
from the
died of
sky.
fall damage.
It was beautiful. It was a little anticlimactic, but also super climactic. It's weird, right? But
It's very poetic.
It was
the fall
poetic.
of the Empire, the fall of the Noctis.
That's true. The worst part, though, was whilst being pulled
I believe
into
you call
hell,
that Bathos.
he did take his dagger with him, unfortunately, which is
Bastard.
one thing that I know.
Lauren, we gotta send you back. Go get it.
I know Ava was looking forward to that dagger. But
I'll go say Demon Daddy. It's fine.
Thank you.
Oh.
it's not even the first time he's called him that.
Yeah, yep.
So, as you all were fighting against the clock, because you were basically on this elevator, very Final Fantasy XIV Ultima Weapon fight style, that was going up, and it was basically a race against the clock, because it was going to launch targeting Ishgard as soon as you cleared the surface. You all managed to barely defeat it right before that happened. I think it was Lauren who just with everything, like, you barely crossed that threshold, and it was so intense. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch the end of that episode. But once the elevator finally reached ground level, the message you had sent out before had reached your allies, as they have swarmed together for you. Mysidia itself has moved from its position and is now blocking out the sun above this thing. Cornelia's army's off to one side, and the three from Balam, Squall, Renoa, and Sephiroth, are at the other side. As this thing has started to initiate its self-destruct mode and starts channeling a casting of Ultima. And that is where we left off, and where we're going to pick up. And let me move scenes here. Same basic principle, but now it's just looks like ground. What we are going to do, though,
quick question.
Yes.
Are any attacks auto hits, or is this a thing where we still have to roll to hit and stuff?
You still have to roll to hit, but it will fail dex saves and things like that, because it still does. It still does have like armor, so you still have to make sure you're hitting the right spots. Now, here's how this works.
Yeah.
This is a race. So you got to just unload as much as you can as fast as you can. But you do have assistance because your allies are here. So this is where the choices you've made throughout the campaign will dictate how easy or hard this part is. So, without further ado,
you know what's so sad? I know for a fact if we had met the space rabbits, this fight would have been so easy.
The space rabbits would have helped a lot.
Yep.
Nozak having survived would have also helped a lot. Now, we're gonna re-roll initiative though, because I lost track of it. So
wait, those are the wrong dice. That's why I rolled so low. Hold on.
I'll use Vigilant Blessing to give myself advantage.
Oh, okay.
Let's actually switch to his right dice. There we go. That's what we like to see. All right, we're getting the bad rolls out now, guys.
Okay. So
I need to learn how to do this on my phone.
I got a 22 Ava. Bazcat is a 12. Euphrasia 17, Izzy 3, Lauren 24.
I'm swapping with Izzy.
Swapping with Izzy? Okay.
Let that bitch go first.
Y'all said
Eighth
wizard. Go
level
ahead.
fireball. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, the wizard rolled low. Expected. Here you go.
Let's start. This thing, excuse me, did get the highest initiative, but is just now malfunctioning. So we actually are going to start with Izzy.
Yeah. Immediately, you all see Izzy raise his staff, and I'm going to bonus action Crown of Stars. That's going to be 4d12. We're going to change that to thunder damage.
Okay.
We're going to. Oh, wait, I have to roll to hit, right?
You do have to roll to hit still.
Cool. Ooh, that's a 33.
Misses. I'm joking. You good.
Oh, okay.
The fuck?
Okay,
about to
let's
say
go ahead
rude.
and roll 4d12. Love that for me. That's going to be 30 thunder damage. I only have the only slot I have available currently, and that's just my bonus action. The only slot I have currently available is fifth and lower. So we're going to cast a 5th level fireball.
Okay.
I remember he is immune to fire damage, so we're also going to change that to thunder damage.
There you go. You caught yourself. I was just going to let it happen.
Woo!
Listen, we have notes for a reason, people.
Yeah, I thought you
Lord.
said
I
it's
thought you said
immunities.
last week that it lost its immunities.
It does fire damage because
That's
it
why I
still
got
has,
excited.
Oh,
it lost all the
It's
others.
Oh, yeah,
literally
that's
got fucking Ifrit in
Yeah, no,
it,
that
so...
makes sense. Yeah, true.
That's like the
do
one.
I just roll damage for fireball?
Yeah, because it's going to fail the
Oh, yeah,
dex save.
dex
It's
save, yeah.
basically just
Cool.
kind of like sputtering out.
Cool.
This bitch ain't moving.
That's going to be, yikes, 23.
76. Fucking
Okay.
hell. Oh, never mind.
He does have a lot of HP.
If I had
You gotta
Yeah,
burn through
if
it
I
in
had
essentially 2 turns.
If I had my dragon here, this wouldn't be happening. Where's
Sorry.
my... Shit, I need to go get my pen while the next person goes.
Okay, is that your
I'm
turn?
not sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead. Ava.
All right, Ava. Punch it. Hit the metal.
All right, I have my pen.
I swear to God.
I'm just gonna cross this
Take
out.
the fist, and
Good
then...
lord, 10d6 only got you 23?
And then you
Yeah,
hit it.
it's stuck
23
over
to
here.
hit.
23 hits.
Hey,
I
okay.
cast Silvery Barbs. No, I'm kidding.
This is where Izzy reveals he's really imperial.
He'll take... Oh god. Take 10 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Ooh, second attack's gonna hit.
29 is definitely going to hit.
And he'll take
Above
16
board,
on the second
I will say I feel like Izzy would be the most irritating fight if he suddenly became traitor.
Think so.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
A fucking broom.
Mm.
You'd fly up.
Give
Give someone
someone-
that fucking carpet, yeah.
Yeah, Ava and
I was gonna say,
Basquiat would
I
just be
have
like,
the carpet.
oh, that's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
Just stick those two on the carpet and let them go.
Another 6
Izzy
damage.
flies,
Okay.
and the rest of us give up. None of us are doing
bonus action.
Pythagorean theorem.
Bonus
Stick it
action,
to
I will flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Hey, good shit, good
Ooh,
shit.
that's gonna miss.
Yikes.
Oh,
Sir.
And that one's gonna
he
miss.
got
Okay.
excited.
20 actually hits now. Its armor class has
okay.
gone.
Oh, bastard.
Its armor class did go down just a bit. 20's its armor class.
Thank God.
Okay.
So he'll take
Hell
this
yeah.
damage, and then I'll add my sneak attack and favored foe. So an additional 19 on that last hit.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Ava, or is that your turn?
Yeah.
Roll a d100.
Come on, you freak. Get the hell out of there.
Yoink.
Euphrasia, your turn.
Go beep.
It's a
Hey, that was-
mothership crit. Every time I see doubles on a D100, the mothership senses are like, you crit!
You're right. It's a mothership crit and a Kupo Quest fail. So, Ava.
Wow.
Oh no! I see why. Now I realize why I had the names on there because now everybody's name is all messed up.
Hmm.
All
I'm
right.
not Ava. That's right.
Let's see if this fixes it. Boom.
Everybody
Let's
wants
just
to be
take them
Ava.
away. There we go. Euphrasia, you're up.
names.
Everybody wants to be with Ava.
See, and that's the difference between the 4 players and the 4-player Epsilon screen. One doesn't have names, because it was after you joined and 4 players shuffled too much. You're up. By the way. Euphrasia.
Okay. So, on a how much of a fuck ton of damage are we trying to do?
All of
A lot.
The fuck is the fuck tons. Yes.
The fuckest of fuck tons.
Yeah.
Alright.
We need an Aussie level of fuck ton.
Do I go with the,
The biggest thing you got. It's my vote.
That's not fire.
That's not
I was gonna say, do I go with guaranteed fire damage, which is probably not a good idea, or a huge roll of the dice on like a 9th level guiding bolt?
Oof. That 9th level guiding bolt could be good. It's just a really big risk.
I could knock it to 6th and save my 9th for a heal afterwards, but
Nah, we don't need healing after a
Go
war
big
ends.
or go home. It's now or
Level
never.
guiding bolt.
Let me-
Guiding bolt. Guiding
Okay.
bolt.
Let me put it to you this way, okay? If this thing gets to cast Ultima, it won't matter how much you've healed.
Ain't no healing yet.
oh,
Okay.
I know. Oh, I know. This is
You would need Deadpool levels of healing.
This is a game we like to call Epsilon psychs herself up to do the thing she's been planning to do since literally last week.
I know, you said it last week. I'll just tell you this. The damage dice on Ultima is a d20.
Yikes.
Yeah.
20 of them.
You said that last week too. All right, it's basically I think a 50-50
It
shot.
actually is
If I
20 d20.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Hold
kind
on,
of want
we're
to
just
see
gonna-
like, are you just gonna roll it and see what would happen?
Yeah, 1 second. No, not
I
21.
actually kind of want to see this too.
Crash your computer.
Hell yeah, break the
Oh. Interesting.
That one instant kill me, so that's good.
For those who didn't see, I just rolled 205 damage.
It
I was gonna
wouldn't.
say, what are the
I-
rules for? Well, I think it would kill you, Frazee, outright.
Here's the thing. I'm not normally one to metagame and tell you behind the scenes stuff, but I want to stress the importance of this. There are certain spells that have the caveat, such as disintegration.
Oh,
If this
yeah,
drops you to
yeah.
0 hit points,
Mhm.
something bad happens.
You're, yeah.
Yeah, we might as well
No,
just
that's-
risk it for the biscuit.
No, yeah, no. I'm the
And I
biscuit
just
is
like-
getting.
This is my chance to see how creative you
The
all are.
biscuit is
That's
getting paid.
what all of this is.
If we fail to do this, can I ready an Eldritch Bolt on myself to send myself through hell so I miss the next turn when it goes off? And then just reappear in an empty crater?
You can do that if you use your
I
next
can't,
action.
because
If you use your next action
I-
for that.
Oh, God.
I don't have Hell Through Hell available, but if I did, the Lord's fine.
That would be very in character, honestly. I would respect it.
All right, Euphrasia,
It
give us
would.
the guiding bolt. Just go for it.
You're like,
What's the
Please.
worst that could happen? You miss, and the fate of the entire world is on your shoulders, and everyone dies.
oh, rude.
25 hits.
Thanks.
That's gonna be some damage.
Guiding bolt. Guiding bolt, my beloved.
Min damage.
That's a lot of numbers.
51 is
Oh,
a lot of
yes.
numbers.
That's
and
pretty good.
the
That's
next
a big number.
the next attack has advantage,
Yeah.
and the next person up is Bascat. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be
Baz cat crit.
Basket
Baz
smash.
cat crit.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want
I
to
knew
do
that was a good idea.
or can
No.
do? Okay.
I don't believe so. I can do shit with my reaction. That's about it.
Okay. So we're gonna decide as
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that it's just Boyomax Smash at this point, yeah?
Yeah,
pretty much.
all of it.
I mean,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Action surge if you have it.
Correct.
That's a 19. That's a fucking
That's
crit.
a crit.
I love
This
it.
is why I'm smart.
Let's go.
I
Uh,
am the biggest smart, the bestest ideas.
that's
Okay.
beautiful.
So 14 additional damage. I love the. Okay, not bad. 3 attacks at this level, yes?
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh
is she
yeah.
up to like
Yes.
4?
Yeah.
She
No,
only gets
just 3.
advantage on the 1.
I think
Oh
it's
my
still-
god, it's another fucking 19.
God, that would have been crazy.
I'm giving it to her, and I'm just gonna click off this inspiration. Let's just say she did do that.
Valid.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
If
She
Valid.
rolled a 4.
if she
I
complains,
don't think she'll
rolled a
complain
4.
about
I
that.
don't think she will either. 2 crits in a row, I
Yeah,
think she's
no,
fine with it.
yeah.
The same exact roll. It's a 14.
Wow.
A
That's
7 and a 1.
So fucking funny.
I think that it's busted.
Shout out to Bazcat.
Shout out to Bazcat. And then we'll do a third one at
One more.
straight. That one's gonna miss though.
Oh,
Let me
It
check.
happens.
Does she have an action surge?
That's what I'm checking.
I can't
she's
say that
nothing
word.
good.
And
She's
now we
used-
need to remember that Bazcat has advantage on their next attack because they missed.
You're right.
Oh,
Good
That-
idea. Good. I mean,
Very
good point.
play as cat.
So they do not have an additional. Yeah, they don't.
Oh, it's fine. It happens.
Okay, Lauren, you're up.
Okay, so I do not have a whole lot. However, this is why we
Oh,
are
you're
very
done.
important in asking. I'm just gonna whip out a fucking Glock. Fuck this
Yeah,
shit.
literally.
But this is why I have got, and why we asked if they fail saving throws. The first spell for my turn, because I don't have bonus actions at the moment, but the first spell I'm going to cast is Blight.
Okay.
And it is going to be an 8d8 necrotic damage, because it is supposed to make a con save. That we've established
Yep.
already, it fails anything.
It'll fail those.
So it is going to be an 8d8. And I'm doing it on my phone because I'm currently on holiday. What do I roll? 34.
34.
That's pretty
64.
freaking
Okay.
good.
A little bit more than half.
You didn't get any ones, so I call
I
that a
didn't.
win.
But that was one cast of my dagger, because I get that for free with my knifey knife. Because we love knives.
Nice to meet
What?
you.
We do
Um,
love knives.
And I believe we do love knives. I believe that is all I can currently do, because I don't have my meta magic. I don't have bonus actions. I don't have fucking much at this stage.
Yeah, it's. We
If
just
we had
had.
a bit of time, I could do my... Yeah, if we had like a minute between, I could do my esoteric right and gain some spell slots back, but this happened like really quickly, so I do not think that would be allowed anyway.
Yep.
So I am happy doing Blight, and then my next spell is going to be my big boy spell.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, your allies take actions. As from the east, Sephiroth flies in, weapon drawn. Let's see. What's this bad boy gonna do?
Pretty boy, pretty boy.
I'm gonna
He's gonna-
More pretty boys.
You know what? He can do
He is
that.
going to Eris the fuck out of this thing.
He's
Epsilon
not-
is allowed to remark about the pretty boys.
He's not gonna do his supernova though, because it is fire damage, and he's not
Oh, okay.
dumb.
Yeah.
But he is gonna
That's
make
a little
2.
important.
He is gonna make. Nope. Crap.
He's gonna make.
He is.
He's
Sorry.
gonna do it. I believe in him.
He's gonna make-
Did that show up? A 22 to hit, and I'll just
Yeah.
do both rolls.
Yep.
And a 20 to hit. So this is going to be a total of 10, 26, 10,
36,
and 18.
46,
Jesus Christ, Sephiroth.
64. I can't math. 64, I
I
think.
was about to
Okay.
say 64.
He just basically flies through, slashes this thing twice, and just keeps going. He don't.
Does
he
he
don't.
just like
Thank you.
dip?
He's not dipping, but he just doesn't slow down.
I was about to be like, This is like the second time Euphrasia has like tried and failed to have a conversation with this weirdo who just shows up, stabs their enemy, and just fucking leaves.
He does like the drive-by. Squall running in. He's gonna do 2 attacks with his gunblade. 29. Oh, that's a crit right there.
That's a crit, yeah.
Crit.
Ooh.
14.
Oh, man.
An additional 2d6.
Throw another. Yeah.
8.
They kidnapped Renoa, and he
Annie
took that
too.
very personally.
He did take that very personally. He's gonna
Oof.
miss this
That's a
though,
miss.
as he slams
Fired
it
and
in,
he missed.
and it bounces off of the metallic hull. He will be doing. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it so I don't forget. But he will use a legendary action at the end of the next player's turn, and he will go ahead and give. Ava advantage on the attack roll, because I kind of assume
Thank you.
Izzy's going to do something.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Please don't give it. I have the highest additive out of everyone here. Do not give it to me.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm going to give it to Ava. So
Literally, the casters have all the high additives.
Yes, that's also. I also just know how to cheese the game as soon as the DM says, "Hey, take a pick of these items."
Renoa also coming in, staying at range.
Oh, my queen.
She is like, she kind of
Literally.
stumbles in, and she kind of, you can see she's still badly injured. She's still kind of got like some bruises on her face, but she stands up to her full height and then doing something you have never seen her do before. Didn't know she was capable of doing this. Maybe she didn't know she was capable of doing this before this whole ordeal. But she floats up off the air and just throws her head back as 3 arcane bursts shoot out of her, one after the other. Ooh, that's a shit
Worth
roll,
it.
though.
She fired
That's
and she
not
missed,
a-
but then she hit.
Women are always doing the work. Who goes to a war pregnant? Like,
She is pregnant. She's doing everything here. She's been
shout
very
out to the
brave.
women.
As she just stops, as this happens, her hair kind of does that blow up thing, as she's still just kind of floating against, like, above the ground a little bit. She looks surprised. Not surprised. This, you can tell that she had realized she could do this, but this is the first time she's actually put it into a use like this. You have some more allies, though, right? I think you do.
I hope so.
Sarah, Farian, Conrad.
Renoa. Nope, already used you. I meant
She
to
clones herself.
Okay. Team Bala. Now we've got Team Cornelia.
Sarah coming in from the other
And then
side.
everybody stand in war for Team Massidia.
Team
Massidia-
Massidia is
They,
like,
they just said, fuck it. They just swap the island on it.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll lift it
I
back up
feel like
after it's
Enora
done.
would be more apt to just like kind of stand on the edge and yell down, "You're doing great!" And that's what all.
She wouldn't even yet. She would just send you a message. You're doing great. Keep it up. 23 and a
Well done.
17. So
Anyway.
one of these will hit. She'll be using a radiant flame on this though for 15 damage.
Renoa, just go full paladin already, girl.
She probably should.
I mean, Sarah.
Okay. Oh man.
I mean, no, that joke is going to only be gotten by like 2 people, but I'm going to make it anyway. Considering Sarah should go Paladin because this is the end walk for Paladin. Never mind, that was it for me.
You can get your punspiration. I enjoyed it.
I think I've had
I
it
said
for like
nice to
6
meet
fucking
you.
sessions.
And then
That is
I've
good.
had
That is very, very good.
6 goddamn sessions. I've just never needed to use it.
Bruh.
and Nora is also coming down.
Oh, hi!
She kind of hovers.
You
She's
bitch!
she's like slow falling down, right? She's not landing. She's slow falling down. She's
better falling.
basically just with one hand just arcane blasting over and over. She's gonna make 3 of these.
She's like a turret
23.
gun.
26,
She is a turret.
26. 28.
Listen,
34.
one thing you can't take away from Honora is that she is very good at magic.
She is very good at magic. 28.
Oh my god.
34.
She saw
Man.
Granola try, and she's like, let me show you how it's done, sweetie.
As she's just slow falling. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Conrad and
Granola gets a pass. for
Conrad
being
is not
injured and
making an
pregnant.
appearance because he's not technically one of your allies.
Yeah.
That's
And
okay.
Furion is too weak. Furion can't. I mean, he could. You actually see him
Honestly-
trying, but
He really
Honestly,
shouldn't.
I'm gonna be honest. If we end up dying, I don't really care if he takes up a Cornelia. If I'm being T.
I mean,
so
Wasn't he like actually kind of cool?
who? Furion?
well,
No.
Oh, Conrad.
Oh, yeah,
Conrad's
we
the-
like
Oh, I
Tyrion.
thought you
We
were
like
talking about
Tyrion.
Furion. I know
Yeah.
Conrad sucks. I thought y'all were saying Furion sucks. I'm like,
oh no.
We-
Seriously.
No, we love
Yes.
he
Tyrion.
almost fucking died saving his ass. Don't tell me he sucks.
Conrad sucks.
He's cool.
With that, it is this thing's turn. As it is starting to malfunction still, but it kind of digs itself into the ground, and you see this glowing within its chest start to grow brighter and brighter and brighter. You have one turn left to reduce the rest of this thing's HP. Now, you have a pretty good supply of backup here. But you got one turn. At the end of this turn, when its initiative comes back around, it will cast Ultima. No pressure.
Shout out to
Izzy,
us.
you're up.
Bonus action, Crown of Stars.
Okay.
Where is it? Here we go. Let's see if we hit. Okay, yep, we definitely hit with the 32. We're gonna do 40, 12
Oh,
thunder
yeah.
damage. My last 5th level spell, 5th level fireball. Yikes, that's a 15. Hate that. Anyways, 5th level fireball. Wait.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
low damage.
Right, let's see
I like
how
this
the
music.
fireball does. Same. Okay, what are we doing?
Fireball. Just
Okay.
roll damage.
There we go. No, I know it wasn't working for some reason.
Fireball.
Okay, 42 thunder damage.
Goofy.
Also, I would like to say, I know you hate Honora, but befriending her was getting her as an ally was a good idea.
Yeah. That,
I
was-
mean,
Well,
Correct.
to be fair, she kind of did it herself, so I won't take credit.
fair enough. Okay. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay. Izzy, that was your last action before Ultima. So I hope you feel like you've done your best. Ava, you're up.
Oh, let me mark that. My last 5th level spell.
I don't like that Wolf added that last sentence there.
It's fine. We're fine.
All right. First attack with advantage. Shout out to Squall. Okay, 24.
24 hits, of course.
I feel like Nora coming down to help, even if we weren't allies, she would come down to help just to shit on us.
Well,
Probably.
that and also, she's not going to lose the city she just spent a bunch of time getting.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's okay. So 7
17 on the
damage?
First hit. 17 damage.
Oh no, we lost
Ooh.
psychic.
It's a kick.
Okay. Make your next attack.
Love the Final Fantasy vibes of this music, BGW.
It's pretty great, isn't it? 21 hits.
So it will take an additional 9 damage.
Okay.
Oops.
And we're
Do
back.
Flurry of blows. For another hit.
Welcome back.
And an
I
additional
was making-
10 damage.
My connection disconnected, so I was like, ooh, bitch.
And
10
then with my
damage.
last attack,
Okay.
26.
26. All right.
And an additional 10 more damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Oh,
Nice
and
shit,
then
everyone.
I was raging, so 6 more.
6 more plus 4, so 12 more, right?
So 8 from this last round, and then I hit twice last time, so 10 total.
Okay. Do you feel as if you've done everything you can?
I hope so.
Hey, Euphrasia, you're up.
Euphrasia, 10th level guiding bolt.
Will you settle for 6?
That's fair.
That's
Sold.
the best you think you can do.
Okay.
That is literally the highest level spell slot I have left. Because
You got it.
the Noctis's ass made me waste my 8. I think. Yeah, it was 8. Whatever. I used all my charges of my fucking Shiva ring, so. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That's what I got. I'm sorry, I can speak English.
So 6th level, another guiding bolt, or
Guiding bolt, because everything else I got is fire.
okay?
Come on, you got this. You got this.
Yo!
Natural
Oh.
20.
Buddy.
Ooh!
That was needed.
Does anything happen on that with a natural?
It doubles the dice, yeah.
Or is it just... Oh, fuck yeah.
33 and 27. Okay.
That is a solid 60 damage.
Oh,
Shout out to you.
love
That was
That is the most damage Euphrasia has ever done in a single hit, probably.
I think it was. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Yeah.
seems a little weird to ask since you just crit and did 60 damage, but are you satisfied that you've done everything you can?
I don't have
and
a bonus.
next attack has advantage.
And the next attack has advantage. Basscat fucking smash.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything with my bonus action because I cast a leveled spell as my action. So,
Okay.
Basscat smash. Take this advantage and use it wisely.
At the end of your turn, Squall will also use his legendary action to give Basscat another advantage, so she'll get 2 again.
Yay.
Basscat,
Plus disadvantage from missing the last attack
She's
too,
got
so she gets 3.
3. She's going to use
Yeah.
all 3 attacks.
And they
at
totally
advantage.
stack, right?
And I mean,
Yeah,
I'm the
that's what-
DM,
yeah,
so I
that's
say,
what I'm
fuck
talking
yeah, they
about.
do. Why not? Fuck yeah, they do.
Fuck yeah, ladies.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Okay, so some crit damage on this.
Wow.
14.
Okay.
Another
14 for
roll with
Destiny.
advantage.
Not that.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay.
Fast cat.
That's
can't-
okay. That's okay.
Get
Getting
them
them out
all.
now.
That's a
That
19, right?
counts.
That's a crit.
Crit.
That counts.
Wow.
So
Holy
many
shit.
crits.
She
Wow.
crit more than she didn't crit.
I know.
But
It's
it's
ridiculous.
All of the crits have
This
also
is
been 14
amazing.
damage. That's wild.
Okay. Was that 3 rolls or 2? Shit,
3.
that was 3. Okay.
That was 3.
Alright.
Yeah.
I can't ask them, so I'll just say, yeah, she's perfectly... Basscat knows they did everything they could. Lauren.
Killer just has this feeling wash over them where they're like, I just did good, didn't I?
They're like laying there and they're like, I'm satisfied with what I've done to save the world.
So, I have been holding on to this for a while, and I have been
I've been
listening
holding
to
back.
everybody do their attack. I have been listening to everything as best as I can, and I am hoping that this comes across as something that is needed, because I have heard you use the word cast a lot for Ultima.
Okay.
And I am hoping that my 8th level befuddlement, which it will fail, has something to do with it, because if it fails, it can't cast spells or take a magic action.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it does something, but I'm gonna cast my final Mystic Arcanum, which now drops all of my spell slots down to like second level that I can cast.
Okay.
And we're casting the Fuddle, which is a 10d12 psychic damage. And I don't actually know what I've rolled.
Give me a roll.
No, it hasn't. Okay. Not a lot. Oh,
68.
68. More than half.
Above average. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I am hoping and praying that is the last thing that I have literally right up until I have to start throwing hands.
Okay. 68 damage. Okay.
But I am running off of your love for Final Fantasy and semantics. That's what I'm doing.
My love of semantics. You know me so well.
I hate you so much.
Jesus. Befuddlement is a fantastic spell.
So, are you satisfied that you've done everything that you can?
I can't do much else. With what I have left, yes, I have to be satisfied.
It was cool the first time, but for all of your allies, I'm taking average damage this round, just because I don't want to reroll all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And average damage is still pretty damn good.
That's solid.
You'll be fine.
That's
okay.
Fair.
Here's how this goes. Okay. Befuddlement taken into account. You either succeeded or you didn't. Okay, this was not one of those ones to where if you dropped it to 0, the fight ended mid round. Okay, you either succeeded in being able to stop this and blowing through the HP, or you did not. We'll find out after the break. I'm joking. We don't do commercials here.
Right off.
I was about to say, like, I finally got the light back in my eyes after last week. Like, don't take it away from me again.
And it's gone.
You see this thing start to shudder. And for a minute, you think maybe you did it. So this thing starts to, like, twitch. It's not casting a spell in the traditional sense, unfortunately.
Yikes.
The mechanism...
I kind of figured, but it was worth a shot.
Within it are doing some more scientific kind of, machina type thing. Izzy.
Ricky would be pissed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Time slows for you all. What's going through your head right now? This thing is
just me.
You first.
Yeah.
You've poured everything you can into this. What is going through your head?
I think what's going through Izzy's head is calculations at this moment.
Okay.
And trying to look through every option. But I think for the first time, it's done with a calmness that he hasn't felt in years, where he is fully okay with not having any options. If he dies, he dies. He's never been afraid of death. He is a bit sad though, that he's going to leave a few people behind. But what is to happen is simply going to happen. But right now he is calculating what options he can potentially have, but with kind of like a cooled calmness to him.
Okay. Ava, what is going on in your head as you see this thing about to cast this spell?
Ava is living like brief flashbacks of his time with the Brotherhood, doing the missions, plundering caravans, escorting rich individuals. Then reminiscing when he first joined Cornelia, his time in the orphanage when he first met Oki, taking Sarah from the Wind Temple on Garuda's recommendation to the forest, and the time that we spent there, just having faith in my friends and my allies that everything will be okay. And then reminiscing on this final flight in with confidence and a little bit of hope that everything we did here is how it was meant to be.
Okay. Euphrasia, what are you thinking right now?
Her stomach kind of sinks because she was never able to warn her family, so she doesn't know if that's where it's still going after all of this happens. And she just started whatever this new relationship is with Ava, and if this kills her, she'll never get to tell him she loves him. And like, honestly, at the end of it all, she's just thinking, forgive me.
Okay. Fast Cat thinks, oh, that's shiny. Lauren.
No, that is
No,
bathos.
I have spoken with Killer about Buzzcat a few times and tried to build that relationship between the two characters coming into an established party. And I know that Killer would say that Buzzcat's definitely thinking about his brother that was killed by the Empire, and whether he was able to do enough to avenge and be able to feel good about what they've done for him. And also, yes, still a little bit of comic relief, a little pissed at Lauren for not letting them kill Noctis. But Buzzcat's definitely thinking about their brother and their home and their family and people. Back there, Lauren is strangely calm about the situation they're in. Even with thinking back towards Barlam and all the devastation that's been caused there, all the people that they've had to bury, all the bodies that they've had to dispose of, the loss of the water temple, their whole life being completely kind of ruined. And in casting the spell, looking towards it as it's starting to do its thing, I feel like he has the book in his hand, and even though it's supposed to be an action to do so, I feel like it's more apt to say that as he's kind of like looking at the people around him and watching them, he looked towards Ava and Euphrasia, and while he's like waiting for it, he scratches all three names out of the book.
Hey. As you all watch the inevitable, the spell within its belly starts to grow as the thing starts to twitch and shudder as the Ultima spell collapses in on itself. Izzy, you're renewed with you see your opportunity. As you've been studying, this is what you've been looking for. Something has happened. Something has interrupted this cast. And you have activated your limit break. What do you want to do?
Izzy runs forward, and I think as he gets that moment, it's a thing where he shoots magic forward, and I think he thinks to himself, what is most useful in this moment? And I think he thinks containment. That's
Okay.
what's most important.
Okay. you shoot your magic out as it starts slamming into this thing. As you see it starting to try to reboot its systems to get the spell up and running again, as you start slamming it from every direction with all of this energy, until eventually you formed around it this gigantic sphere of containment. Bigger than anything you've ever been able to cast, bigger than a force cage could possibly do. As you see it starting to like ram into the sides, it's not able to get out of this containment that you put it in. Ava, you have activated your limit break. What would you like to do?
Not miss with your fist.
You can't miss with a limit break.
So I'm gonna get a little wild here and see what you think about this. Let me throw something at you.
There are
Ava
no
will
limits
draw-
on a limit break.
Okay. Ava will draw his longbow that's adorned with Cornelian features and insignia, and kind of shows like his importance to the kingdom. And it has like some trinkets that Oki has made, and probably some fucking doodles or scratches on it somewhere. And instead of loading an arrow, I am going to just draw it back and conjure all of my Garuda magic, whatever's left of Leviathan, everything that I have in Titan, and try to make some sort of just elemental like compound of an energy or an arrow.
Badass.
So badass.
Love that.
As you shoot it, you are in perfect control, Izzy, as you just open a hole just big enough for this to go through and then seal it back up. As this slams into the side of this thing, you see it kind of rend like one of its arms off completely as the elemental energy starts to like crackle and flow through its body like electricity, as it's now glowing with all of the different colors of the elements that swirl within you. Euphrasia, we're going to skip you in the initiative, because you actually are the one that brought this to 0, so you get the final hit.
Ooh!
No
Yes!
way!
Let's go!
Bazcat
Shout out to you, Frazee.
charges at this containment, and for a moment you're not sure if you should let them in, but you do. As they just start wailing on this thing, you see that Boyamak is just now glowing with this energy, and as they're just beating into this thing, Bazcat also seems to start glowing like this bright red, as then he just erupts. He explodes into this like swirling mist and just surrounds this thing, and you can just see it like getting beat like the shit beat out of it from every different direction as Bazcat forms again on top of it and just comes down, slicing off the other arm. At this point, Izzy, you pull him out with the magic just to get them to stop. Lauren,
Hi.
you've activated your limit break.
Yeah. You know Bazcat absolutely made a reference to, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me. 100%.
Jesus.
Yeah, and when Killer said they couldn't make it, I said, just
Lauren?
send me something cool you'd do if you got a limit break. So that was from them.
So, so he's, like, since he started to build his power, he's wanted to prove to the people that he wasn't just a dock hand, he wasn't just the shipwright or the ship captain, that he was always, like, wanted to be strong enough to do something. And I feel like with a lot of the hostility in his actions from Epsilon and Fishy, from the kind of questionable glances from Izzy and Bazcat kind of still being a bit weird on it, it's more like now he's using this moment to prove that he is strong enough to stand with them and be respected. And I feel like it's that kind of anger in himself fusing with that power from Necron, where he's like, fuck this, I am summoning death itself. And like, this isn't him saying I am strong enough, it's him saying I am just as good as everybody else in this room. Like, I am not to be underestimated. And he just summoned death.
I love this. The sun goes dark as this mist kind of rolls out, seemingly from nowhere, surrounding everyone, but Lauren kind of stands above it. As beneath this thing, hell itself opens up. As this blue glowing Necron starts to rise out. When you look upon it, you get filled yourselves with dread. As it just basically starts to rummage around and it just starts ripping this thing apart. As it does, there is a spark. Ava, you hear, "Now's your fucking chance, Ava." What do you do?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Ifrit,
What the fuck are you waiting for?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm running. I'm going. I was in the cinematic. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was an interactive cutscene. I'm sorry, Garuda. I'm gonna go get Ifrit.
Push X, damn it!
Crazy, like...
Shit. It's the first time I've used the controller.
As Necron is literally just ripping this thing apart, the soul within, which is what Necron does, begins to flee. As Necron watches it, I mean, no one else can see it besides Euphrasia, Necron, obviously. Lauren, you would, now that you have True Sight. And Ava.
Yeah, I can see everything now.
This spark of just red, weak, faint energy. And you can call to it if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Press X to call.
Yeah, exactly. Press X to call. Hurry, hurry. As this is happening, you take your opportunity as you put your hand out, and then you can feel, as it starts to drain away and into you, you can feel the heat on your skin. As it crawls up your arm, it fills your body with this warmth, this just comforting warmth. We'll get back to that in just a second. As Necron rips this thing apart into two separate halves. That brings us to Euphrasia. Bring us home with your limit break.
So, this thing has been very fiery, all about fire, and strangely enough, Euphrasia has quite the innate understanding of fire. It was taught to her by her mother and various people that to truly know one thing, you must also know its opposite.
Okay.
So, she knows exactly the weak points of the, like, building heat within this thing. And she just kind of reaches forward, and it's not much of an explosion or whatever. It doesn't look like she's doing much at first, but she's kind of just leeching away the heat from this thing, the, like, thermal energy, as if as Ava pulls away Ifrit, the thing that has been supplying it with that this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And these, like, spikes of ice, like jagged shards, start to, like, crystallize out from the inside until they just, like, burst through the surface in various points all over this thing, like, spearing it from the inside.
I love this. As you start to do that, that is when Necron sees you doing this. He's done his part as he just drops it and takes a step back. As your crystals start to form and shooting out of this thing, what's left of it starts having these ice shards just like ripping out through the middle of it. Necron is going to return to hell at this point. So that as you finish this off, the sun comes out once again. As the final death throes of this Omega weapon, this destroyer of not only the world, but cosmos, something that was designed to bring utter ruin. The sun rises another day on an empire that is no longer there. Well done, you all. Well done.
In the back of her mind,
Wow.
Euphrasia thinks. I guess it'll be Euphrasia thinks that this is a pretty fucking great last hurrah with Shiva's power.
Not a bad way to stop using it if you had to.
Because she's not sure what's about to happen with her and Ava and this fucking plan.
Speaking of which, Ava, hi. You
Hi.
have now 4 of the 5 elemental icons within you. As
You have a new
feel,
friend.
You have a new friend. As
We
you
have a new
feel,
friend. We have a new friend.
That's true. The family grows. The power that you feel now is unlike anything you felt before. There's something. It's not just the fire. It's not just Ifrit. It's having them all together, united. You feel like raging within your soul, the storm of the elements. Now, unfortunately, Ava, you do not have an ultimate weapon because you are the ultimate weapon. Here's a preview of what you're going to get. Going forward, your unarmed strikes do 3d6 damage. That is the base for your unarmed
Holy
strikes.
shit!
That makes me worried for what we have to fight next.
You also...
It's literally fucking Shiva.
You also have the ability to do, once a day, Conjure Elemental. For any of the 4 elements that you have within you.
Ow.
One more cool thing. As you go to do an unarmed strike, you can choose one of the icons within you to channel, and you can change the damage type to that damage type if you wish. In doing
That's
so,
cool.
you physically take on the form of that icon for the attack.
Oh,
So it's kind of like some Final Fantasy
It's about
16
to-
shit, but you actually look more
Hell
like them
yeah.
when you attack.
wow. Okay.
So
I was literally trying to
What
find
does
a
Ifrit
come to
sound
me
like?
Ifrit
Holy
gif.
shit.
what was that, Euphrasia? I'm sorry.
What does Ifrit sound like?
Oh man.
We got new friends to talk to.
That's a good question. Let's see. I use Hot Guy for Titan, right? So I
Yep,
use
yep,
That
that.
was
you did.
Smooth
Yep.
Hot Guy.
Smooth Hot Guy.
was Titan.
Okay. Fire, he probably sounds a little more gravelly. I don't know. It'll come to me whenever he speaks. What does happen now, though, is Garuda, your favorite, will talk to you.
Yeah.
You finally managed not to fuck it up. Honestly, though, you did good.
Thank you. See, was that so? No, never mind. Keep going.
Take
We're
the
one
wins
step
where you can
closer.
get them, Ava.
We're close now. I can feel my power coming back,
Oh,
which means I'm sure you feel some changes within you as well.
yeah. I'm kind of cool now. I don't know that yet, but I'm kind of cool now.
I wouldn't go that
You
far
feel very
just yet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Shiva's all that's left. And then we can finally put an end to this.
Oh, we have to absorb Shiva? Yikes.
That's...
Well,
if you want that plan.
yeah.
I had a feeling that's what we had to do.
I mean, we do have to have a
You-
convo about that, but that can happen later.
Euphrasia's like she knows like this has been like coming, and she still like physically reacts at that.
How would you feel if Ifrit sounded like Mickey Mouse?
I would have
Upsetty
hated it.
spaghetti.
Would that be
Oof.
too much comic relief?
That might be.
Yes.
That might be a little. Yeah, that might be a little.
Okay,
A little much. He could be Kronk.
Just trying to think of a way to make him sound different than Titan did, which is why he's not yet to
I
speak.
mean, oh yeah, Titan is basically Kronk. You're right.
Vader.
Where am I?
Hello,
Hi.
I'm your host.
I'm your hosts. What are we, Ava?
Oh yeah, now's the time for that conversation.
We'll figure that out later. We'll figure that. Wait, she's like, wait, what do I call myself? What the fuck? We'll figure that out later.
That's funny.
We're like weirdly mind melded. It's a whole thing. I'm here.
I don't necessarily care for being trapped. I've been trapped for months. I've been used like a battery to power that abomination, and I will not allow you, pathetic mortal, to Oh, shut up, Ifrit! Garuda just chimes in. He's fine. Jesus! You always do this.
Who's Jesus?
I don't know. Heard about it from some cowboy. Here's the thing. They're gods, so they have like meta knowledge of shit.
They have omniscient powers.
Well, yeah, Euphrasia doesn't know who Jesus is, though.
But they watch Golden Ball.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it is popcorn affair in the god in Ava's head when Golden Bolt's on. 100%.
Absolutely. He's like, what are y'all
It's like
doing?
a reality
Like,
TV show
shut
for
up,
them.
shut up.
They were like, oh shit, when Ida dropped that truth bomb.
Yeah. They're big fans. Real big fans.
Hell
There's
yeah.
just some grumbling in your head as Ifrit goes quiet for a minute. He'll come around.
Yeah,
He's still tired.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's all right. There's a few of us to put him in his place. You forget, like, I mean, you forget that I can be authoritative if I wish.
Ava needs that.
Yeah, I'm kind of a loose cannon.
Jokes
Do I want to
aside,
say
though.
this?
Oh,
no,
sorry.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I think he might actually probably like it anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh. Ava's,
I mean,
let's be real, Ava's a little spoon.
all jokes aside, though, we're close. If you can manage to obtain Shiva, you can bring us back. You will be, for all intents and purposes, a god. You don't know how I feel about that yet, but it's my best path to survival, so that's the one I'm betting on.
I mean, yeah. Important question about that though, because that hi, the whole Shiva business, the one that directly impacts. Is that something? Should we do that in Ishgard? Should we do that now or shortly after? Once we finish this whole denouement?
You're going to have to go to her. There's a chance she's on to our plan, meaning she's not going to come at you. She's going to lure you right to that mother crystal, in the hopes that you go through with her plan, or she'll take us from you. She's not going to be taking any chances at this point. Your best bet, to head for the mother crystal in the northern crater. If you'd like to stop by Ishgard, don't take too much time.
Well, that's my home, so careful. But yeah, I think if we're going to have to fight her, I want to take someone else who knows her at least as well as I do.
Fair enough. One more thing, because I think I see your friends coming.
Wicked smart.
You all, the two of you, like, get this feeling, almost like you're feeling Garuda's emotions. And there's a tinge of fear to it. It's been a long time since I've actually laid eyes on Necron. Watch yourselves. If he's involved, things could get unpredictable.
His puppet is a liability, but simultaneously an asset, which is unfortunate.
It's around this time, though. The others would have a chance to run up, do whatever they wanted to do. So I'll say, Lauren, Izzy, what would you like to do right now?
Izzy immediately goes to hug Sarah and thanks her a whole heck of a lot.
Good to see
And
that you
I
made
think
it.
that I also think that she would notice that based on the type of spell he was casting, the limit break, that one of his arms is broken before he does.
Are you okay? It's nice to see you're alive.
Oh, I'm
I-
fine. It's just a little sprained. Sprained. It is not sprained.
It is. She knows. She can tell.
Fucking A, you have a cleric.
Look, Izzy, I know you asked me to stay back, but I couldn't. I couldn't. This is just as much my fight as it was yours, and once Furin came around, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than by your all's side.
Did you ensure everyone's safety before you left?
Of course.
Well, then I don't see what the problem is. And he just gives her a hug.
Don't ever change. She hugs you back.
Yeah. I think he looks up and he basically puts a finger up to Anora, basically telling her that I'll be with you to talk in just a second, basically. And he's going to check in on everyone else really quick.
She just kind of like gives you a little wave and a wink.
Okay,
She's
we're
still
gonna
in
ignore
the air,
wink.
by the way. She's still flying in the air.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of
You
course.
come over to you, Frazee, I'll heal ya.
Yeah, everybody's still walking around at one. Before you go to talk to
walk
anybody
past,
else,
like, your Frazee with a broken ass arm.
just dangling at his side. Let me ask Lauren, do you
Like,
want to do anything
fuck me.
before Izzy talks to somebody else?
Is it from Volume? It's just Sephiroth, Squall, and Renoa, right?
Yes. And at this
Essentially,
point,
that's pretty much all that's left.
Squall and Renoa, Squall has run back to Renoa, and they're just
Yeah.
embracing. And she looks a little shaken.
They're busy.
Not like that, but
Yeah.
not yet.
I feel
Well, I
like
mean, they're busy, but like not. I didn't mean like that. I just mean they're like they're having an interaction already, and it would be weird to interrupt.
Which is why Lauren,
Jesus.
it makes so much sense for Lauren
Which
to
is why-
do
yeah.
that.
I feel like watching everybody kind of run to their people or seeing everybody interacting, listening to what is absolutely a conversation with Garuda and that between Ava and Euphrasia as well. I feel like he's kind of just watching and looking around the battlefield and just kind of taking note of what is going on. And
Okay.
I feel like it's not him approaching anyone, but it's Sephiroth approaching him out of everything. And just Lauren's kind of like looking up at him because he's a short king. He's like 5'5". But he kind of looks up towards Sephiroth and just kind of takes in the moment of like, well, I think now it's safe to say we were both successful experiments, wouldn't you? I didn't know I could do that. Always held a little bit of resentment towards you. You at least got to continue, and I got thrown to the wolves after I was a failed kind of moments, I suppose. But
I don't think there's anything very envious to be about me. I know there's something they're not telling me.
yeah,
You at least seem to know who you are. You remember where you came from. You don't have people look at you like you're about to snap and kill them at any moment.
Well, if you look over at the group, I think that notion is starting to grow. Kind of just reminding me back when we were plucked and taken, added to the list from Hojo, and then just kind of taking it from there. I don't think having memories of a past before is a good thing, but I suppose we're two ends of the same spectrum, so we can both agree
Two
to disagree
sides
on
of
a
the
lot of
same
things.
coin.
I don't know, I feel like I'm just as much still in ongoing experiments, and I don't know if the others have a relationship with them, but I think it's high time I finally got rid of Hojo. That'd be satisfying, but I mean, well, you know what, Sephiroth, I'll ask you a question, genuinely. If the memories are supposed to be good to hold on to, then after so long of spending time between the four of us, why even throw little Noah with us instead? She's pregnant, I get it, but we're just experiments to be thrown away and used for the satisfaction and saving the world, I guess. But
Give me a persuasion roll.
oh god, hang on, let me get back into D&D Beyond.
Watch him return
I
Sephiroth
believe
evil.
in you.
Watch him return Sephiroth evil here.
Oh
You
god,
get a
no!
nat one, Sephiroth explodes. Like, literally fucking
Persuasion, you said.
combusts.
I'm pretty sure Lauren is like my one character who's really shit at persuasion.
You are a warlock,
be
what?
18.
18.
But he is feeling a certain way. He's using Dark One's own luck.
Okay.
Add a D10 to that. Because
Alright.
he's looking around, understanding the hostility with Euphrasia and the questionable glances of everyone else. Like, he's not happy. And I feel like this is kind of like his moment to... I think he's kind of realizing that he's just as much a weapon socially as what Sephiroth is a weapon physically, if that makes sense. So a total of 24.
24.
He's feeling very much like, you know, he literally just summoned death, and now the only person talking to him is Sephiroth. I feel like he's going back to his memories of being plucked from Hojo, and now he's figuring out why Necron chose him as a warlock to make him a warlock, and kind of festering on that. So,
Okay. 24 is a good roll.
Come up with that shit on the spot. I thought it would work well for Lauren's character.
It does. 24. Okay. Sephiroth looks over at Squall and Renoa, kind of as you're talking. You know, there's an argument to be made that Hojo played a big role in the success we had here today. That being said, if you want him dead, I'm in. But there are still people out there who care about me. I don't think those two view me as just a weapon, despite what the others may think. So yes, I will help you kill Hojo, and I will do so gleefully. But
Also, I didn't mean to, like, kill
we are
them.
both...
I would never hurt them.
I'm not suggesting you would, and I would love to see you try. But what I'm saying is...
I know I blew it. It's not stupid.
We are more than tools. We don't have to be what they want us to be. Just keep that in mind. And you let me know when you want to move on Hojo.
Okay. No, you are right. We are more than what we're made to be, but it gets very difficult sometimes.
Life is difficult.
Yeah. Oren is thinking on his deal that he made with Necron, taking out the gods, and talking with Sephiroth. He's kind of started to change his mindset a little bit of what technically constitutes taking out the gods. And I think he's starting to form in his mind the plan of, if Ava is the god with them all in his head, then technically there are no gods left. So Lauren's plan right now is basically like help Ava and hope that counts.
Okay.
T.
That's so smart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Who would have thought
Also,
a
I
warlock
gotta be
knows how to
getting-
read the fine print?
I better be like getting some
Hell
brand
yeah.
points for literally summoning Necron. Like that's gotta be a first for that bitch.
That was
He's pulling me
Oh,
back
yeah.
and he's like, "What the fuck was that?"
No, Euphrates.
It's an awakening.
Euphrates
I haven't had
gonna-
this happen before.
Euphrates wants to like. Euphrates will like. Well, she's like fussing around with various people, like getting on Izzy's case for just like walking around with this broken arm, just like dangling. She's like, "Fucking A, at least let me set it first."
With everybody there, like Conrad's not in the room, right? Like everybody else is in the room, but Conrad's not to be seen. Because I would have just loved the petty moment of like Lauren looking at Conrad and he's just like,
Bitch.
Give me a perception check.
"Oh god." All right, let me go back to my skills. Actually, what's my
No,
passive
you look at
perception?
Conrad, you just say,
no.
bitch.
My passive perception is no. My regular perception is 0.
Oh,
14.
okay.
Passive, is your passive 10?
My passive is 10. My passive investigation is 24, though. Oh, I'm no longer blinded.
You are not.
Uh,
I will say, in the
change-
beginning, you did still see Conrad, and he seemed
Yeah.
to clock you as you and Sephiroth began talking, but then you notice him kind of turn and walk off, and then you kind of lose track of where he went.
Yeah. Lauren is just 100% has a mental shit-eating grin on Conrad. Because he's the only one that he knows of that is also under Necron's thing. So, like, Lauren's, yeah, he petty.
Okay. So, Euphrates,
Okay, I'm done.
you're fussing over Izzy. Izzy, you gonna let her fix your arm, or?
Oh yeah, if she offers, she sees that he's very much in busybody mode though, so she does have to convince him to sit down.
Imposition. It's not an offer, it's an imposition.
So, like, Izzy's running around doing stuff, and you're just like casting spells and setting it as he's like
Oh no,
talking.
I will fully like. No. As he tries to walk off, you know how like you have to like pull on like dislocations to like set them. She lets him walk away and uses that force to set it.
Oh, it hurts like hell, Izzy, but then part of your arm feels better. It's still broken in a spot, but the dislocated joint is now fixed. So it does feel a little better, even though the pain's still bad.
Are you gonna let me fucking heal you?
No,
You
it's
little
fine.
busybody.
You can wait. You can wait till tomorrow.
Anyone else picture
Wanna
Izzy?
try
Like,
that
okay,
again?
and then when we go back to these people, and then we go back and like have to do all of this other stuff, and it's fine.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
you wanna try that again, Izzy?
No, not particularly.
Do you want to try that again, Izzy?
No, my answer is the same as before. I don't know why it would change.
I love how your cleric won't heal without consent. It's beautiful, really. You're like, please,
Well,
let me help
I'm still
you.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway, but it's out of spite instead.
All right, roll your heal.
I don't know what kind of heal. I'll just fucking heal everybody, honestly. Let me see what I got.
Cast
Answer
Prayer
the
of
question.
Healing.
Do I have that? I don't think I actually put that
You
on.
don't
'cause
have
I
my
needed...
second favorite spell?
Bitch, that takes like 10 minutes, doesn't it?
You got time.
Yeah.
I needed shit I could pull out in a pinch mid-battle. I'm not gonna be
That's
fighting the
fair.
fucking
That's
Omega weapon and be like,
true.
hold up, give me 10 minutes.
1 second, girl. 1 second, girl. Hold on.
I'm not doing that.
I know you've
I
got
don't know what
this-
kind of fool you take me for.
Look, I know you've got places to be, but if you could just chill for like 10 minutes, we'll get back to killing you soon. I promise.
Yeah, like just don't go to Ishgard. Just like hang out over there. It's fine. I'm just gonna do like mass cure wounds. I'm assuming we're all like close enough so that I
Yeah.
can get, you know,
Izzy flies 70 feet away. No, I'm
all of
kidding.
us. I swear to fuck.
Imagine if Omega's like, okay, hang on, just give me 10 minutes to heal, and Omega's like, oh yeah, that's cool, it's fine, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
we'll get back to
Hold
it soon.
Okay, 28.
Well, it's like a robot should be like, directive received, standing down 10 minutes. Your 10-minute
Yay,
timer
29
starts
HP.
now. And then it
Now.
just pops up a clock and just starts counting down.
Oh yeah.
We love it. We love
She just,
29
like-
HP.
Yeah, she does the healing and she's like, all right. Now you can go. I'm gonna go, like, talk to the single person in this vicinity that I haven't interacted with at all because he just landed, like, stabbed a guy and then dipped, and so...
Except for this gone
Oh, you
again
mean
after he got done talking to Lauren.
I turn around, God damn it!
Pardon
Oh,
me?
yeah, Sephiroth left like 3 minutes ago, Euphrasie.
Okay.
Fucking
Part of me
A,
wants
I'm
to
never
let you
gonna
talk
beat
to
this.
him, but the other part thinks it's so funny that he keeps flying off when you do.
Like, Euphrasie's never gonna get to meet
Roll a d100, see if you get to meet Sephiroth.
So,
Roll
fucking,
a d100 for
before speaking to Honora, Izzy actually wanted to speak to Lauren.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, you see Izzy goes to Lauren and he pats you on the shoulder. He says, good work out there. I've never actually seen any bread of anyone except for very high-level clerics and wizards summoning, things from other planes. More or less, icons. You're a very powerful mage. You're a very powerful mage, Lauren.
He's definitely, like, thinking about how to respond to this.
I'm very
And
happy
he's-
I'm very happy you've joined our team. I would like to attempt to get to know you more. I would like to attempt to get to know you more.
Sure. Once I kind of figure out how I did that, I was just kind of really angry about a lot of things, but spice is very powerful, and I am okay with it. So, fuck that guy.
Oh,
Also, sorry I kind of, like, knocked this away from all of you. Like, that was kind of just personal, and I really wanted to do it, so, like, sorry.
Oh, I don't care.
That's
He's
kinda
dead, so it
cool.
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, that's kind
Okay.
of fucking cool. Sorry.
If you ever want to,
No.
it seems you have a few complicated feelings about them. If you ever wish to speak, I'm always an open, non-biased ear.
How do you feel about it? It makes you feel.
I feel like Euphrasie had like kind of followed Izzy because she was also going to say like something nice to Lauren, and then like he says that and she's like, bitch, but also fair.
Whatever. Yeah. I'm always a non-biased person on most things, depending. So, things like icons, I don't have particularly strong feelings about. So if you ever need someone to just rant to, or even maybe some insight to help you juggle any feelings you're having, feel free to speak to me.
I'll keep that in mind. I think for now I just kind of Yeah. I have time to think about things, and I've never had that before. So I think for now I'm just kind of trying to figure out what to do.
Well, whatever you decide, just know that no one but you gets to decide your self-worth. And then he's gonna fly up to Honora.
Okay. She's floating, just kind of casually waiting on you.
Yeah,
Wow.
Izzy flies up, and he gives a very respectful bow before saying, "Thank you for helping us. I really appreciate it."
Well, I told you I'd be here, didn't I?
You did. And I'm happy that I trusted that you would follow through.
We have the same goals, Izzy. I know we've disagreed in the past, but we're on the same side in this one.
I think he opens his mouth to correct her, but then he closes it and he truly thinks to himself, wait a minute. It's not worth it arguing with her. And
She loves it. She thrives on it.
You.
What is this
and
growth?
I think,
Actually, that is growth. I'm giving you inspiration for that.
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I think Izzy realizes he does not care how she perceives their relationship because at the end of the day, he has a job to do, and regardless, he can keep an eye on her. So what does it matter? And he says, "Well, as long as you have the city's best interest at heart, that's all that matters. I laid out my demands if you want my cooperation, which is primarily getting my brother back and keeping an open mind to changes to help our people. If you can manage to do those two very simple things, I don't see why we can't continue to have a good working relationship."
I agree. I actually have a team already en route to the Beastlands to retrieve your brother.
Wonderful. If you need any more insight, I used to do a lot of research on different places when I was younger, and I have plenty of books on the Beastland and their cultures. The only thing I don't have is maps.
Yes. Well, I managed to find one or two of those. They'd been hidden away, as I'm sure you're aware. But when you are the Archmage, it unlocks doors that typically don't get unlocked.
That makes
I
sense.
have not readied. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I do look forward to having a mutually beneficial relationship. I think we both want what's best for Mysidia. I really do.
Of course. Really quick, DM insight check.
Yeah, insight check.
Yay.
Go for it.
Let's see.
Once we resolve
Yay,
that.
for once,
I have
19.
thought.
19. She seems to be genuinely telling you the truth. And just so you know, nothing planned yet, but the small party she sent rescue mission is a Kupo Quest spinoff that I will do sometime in the future. So just so you know, that will be a mini series at some point to find out what's going on over there.
That'd be cool.
What the fuck's happening in the Beastlands?
The
That's
Kupo
what the
Quest
series is
universe.
The KCU, KQCU.
The KQ.
Oh,
yeah.
but
CU.
as that happens, Izzy actually says, "Oh, Honora, you haven't met Sarah, have you? Personally, right?"
I have not. I'd be very interested to meet her. Would you care to
You should.
introduce us?
Yeah, you. He gives her a look that says very much, "You should be more than interested."
Go the fuck over there and be a diplomat.
Before he brings her over, and he's going to introduce the two of them and do what he is supposed to do, which is play the part of allied person with Cornelia. Yeah, I guess they're just gonna. He actively avoids Squall because he realizes that Squall probably does not want to talk about politics right now.
He does not. You're probably right about that. He will if you want to, or maybe.
Yeah.
No.
As you go down, Enora lands, and she is a bit taller than Sarah. As Sarah meets her eyes and then kind of glances to you and just wordlessly asks, is this cool? Or just kind of raises her eyebrow a little bit.
Sarah, this is the Archmage, and Nora. I'm going to be working very closely with her, and I want to introduce you two formally before we start more diplomatic talks, where you'll probably be dealing less with her and more so with me and other messengers.
Oh, that's great.
But I think that if you put a face to the name, it'll help you to register each other's existence better.
Well, it's lovely to meet you. As Sarah holds out her hand, and Honora just kind of stands there, and she kind of looks at it, and she sizes Sarah up and down. Yes. Very good to meet you too. As she takes her hand, and the first contact between Massidia and Cornelia to rebuild that relationship is underway.
I like to think she's not about to shake her, and then Izzy just looks at her, just like, motherfucker, take the hand.
Abel walks up behind Sarah and just stares at Honora.
For you, time like slowed down while Honora was doing that. Like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Ava, do you have anything you want to do right now? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I think now is the time where Euphrasia realizes she doesn't really know anyone here.
Nope, not really.
And she's like, really. Well, shit. I do want to say something nice to Lauren, though.
Okay. Lauren just did this whole monologue about how bad he feels, and everybody's like, oh, I guess we should go tell him we don't hate him. Go for it. You have the spotlight.
She just kind of looks at, like, Lauren, like, she's not, like, doesn't look, like, mad, or it's not, like, mean or anything. There's a lot going on in her brain at the moment. She's like, that was something. That was certainly fucking something. Whether that's good something or bad something is really honestly up to your own decisions, but, that was fucking something.
Lauren's just going to kind of look at you for a second, and, it's not hard, you don't need to draw no insight to know that we are not well acquainted.
No.
I think Lauren's just going to kind of give you, a look, and it's just, Euphrasia, I'm going to thank you for the compliments, as I'm sure that was exceptionally hard for you to do. But you and I both know we are not going to be friends, and we are never going to be friends. We are both here for the same reason, and that is to help Ava and help the world. So let's have a mutual understanding that we are not ever going to really agree, and we are going to move forward in a shared goal in different ways.
It's good to know that that is in fact your goal. To help Ava. I mean,
it is a literal matter of life and death. So either we help him and I live, or we help him and I die. Either way, the best thing I can do for myself and my life with Necron is hope that I am very fucking good at reading the fine prints of a deal I have made. And if I haven't, then I would rather go out knowing I did the best that I could.
I don't know.
So at the end of this, I am going to die, regardless of what happens. So I'm going to make sure that I help as many people as I can, however I can. So it's not that I don't want.
You have no idea how much of a relief that is to hear. I didn't have any doubts about. Well, I did have my doubts, but not necessarily because I think you're a bad person or anything of the sort. I just think that
your prejudice towards the death domains as a cleric of your own personal being is showing. And I understand that you have not had much interaction with the other side of things. So I get the hesitancy, but I'm not going to
That's
pretend
not all
to
of
be
it.
your friend.
That's
I'm
not
not
all
going
of
to
it.
pretend to be your friend. We both have the same goal, and that is where it lands. And Lauren's going to walk away from you.
Motherfucker, that wasn't all of it.
I
You don't get to assume things about me and walk away.
I am going to die regardless of whether I help you or not, so you better stay on my good side or you are the first to die. If I'm going out anyway, and you get in my way, I'm dead regardless. I will take out anyone in my way. Until that point, we have the same goal, and I do not care how we get there. So don't try to talk to me and be my friend in a situation where I have none, and I never will. We have the same goal, and that is to help your boyfriend. So in this instance, I am putting that aside so that we can get through this. I have no future. You do. You have your family. You have your friends. You have your love. I don't get any of that. So until it gets to a point where I no longer have the chance to keep going and to have an attempt at something, I am going to save as many people as I can. So don't try to pretend or be nice or be my friend. I do not care. At the end of the day, this is what I have to do, and I will do it.
I was trying to
Civilian casualties be damned. And he is going to walk away from you.
I was trying to extend some respect. Fuck me for that, I guess.
Told you to watch out for that one.
That's all Ava hears is Garuda being like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ava's like, what happened?
Oh no, I was trying to be vaguely. I was trying to be, I was trying to extend some respect and, at least vaguely clear the air. I don't think I didn't want there to be anything of animosity between us, but I really don't appreciate when people just assume things about me to my face. And, don't give a shit about hearing any more of my side of the story. I was going to say that, there's a bit more of a divide between me and Shiva than him and Necron. And that's the part where where it gets a little hairy for me, but I try to explain things, but no.
As long as he's on our side. Sorry, go ahead.
Frank's just standing there saying that out loud to the gods because Lauren's dipped.
Oh yeah, she is. I mean,
I know.
She's talking to
okay,
Shiva.
cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I was like, I don't want this to be awkward. It's so she. Okay, sorry.
No, she's not necessarily fully aware of how fucking stupid she looks because nobody outside of the group is going, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah. And people
so
in the group know.
she hasn't had to check herself on it yet.
I feel like I need to preface. Michael loves Epsilon. I promise. I'm sorry. I do love you.
Euphrasia, Epsilon loves Psychic. Euphrasia was trying to patch things up with Lauren, and you just dashed that, buddy.
Lauren has no interest.
Yeah.
She was trying to be respectful at the very least and have some kind of mutual respect between them, and
I think Lauren's having some kind of breakdown, though, man. I mean, Lauren.
Oh, 100%. He is going through it right now.
Shit. Also, whoever changed Omega Weapon's name to Dead, D-E-D. I didn't know that you guys could rename them. I just noticed
that we could either. Wait, we can do that? Oh my god, we can.
So is it Izzy then? Was Izzy the one that did it, or was it
must
Psychic?
Have been.
Okay.
I'm not even on the website. I have to see the on my phone.
My turn.
So, I had the map up. So that was it. That was why I was dying so much because my laptop just cut in.
Wait, shit. No, that didn't work.
Well, that was
so. As you're saying this, Garuda comes back Regardless, it seems they're an asset for now, but
Whatever happens, I've chosen not to give a shit. He's not worth my emotional energy anymore. I told Izzy once that Enora wasn't worth his emotional energy, and I don't think he's worth mine.
as long as you can actually live up to that, that's respectable.
Ooh.
I've tried that myself in the past. If you're not honest with yourself, those feelings turn to resentment, anger, hatred. When they stopped visiting my temple, I told myself I didn't care. I don't care what the mortals think. But I did. And yes, I know you can hear me, Ava. Stop laughing.
I know you can hear me too, Ava! Hi! Well, you don't think I'm gonna use this fucking psychic link between us as an excuse to be... You think I'm not going to be coy when there's a psychic link between us?
I'd expect nothing less. All I'm saying is...
we're friends.
Just be honest. If you don't care, good. It's easier not to care.
I do care, but I'm actively at this point choosing not to, because I'm going to have to actively choose that.
Just be careful with that. It can be a slippery slope if you're not careful.
Well, that's why I have an entire team of fucking icons and Ava literally in my head to say, shut the fuck up if I start getting into dangerous Euphrasia territory.
Well, I don't know how useful Ava's going to be and all that. And
Please.
As this is happening, you all hear a scream off from the west. Someone is screaming, and there's some confusion that's gone around, and there's some panic.
No, please.
What do y'all want to do?
Cleric mode activated. I'm going to investigate.
Everybody on the carpet.
Izzy immediately gets flying towards.
Okay.
Lauren was probably walking towards Ava, but after hearing that, he's like, fuck it, I'll have to wait.
Okay.
Lauren, get on the carpet!
I'm gonna jump on the carpet, but not because you freezing told him to.
So like I know you just yelled at me, but get on the fucking carpet, bitch!
So Lauren's just kind of walking, brooding and walking, and then on the carpet, Euphrasia and Ava kind of pull up, and they're like, "Get in, bitch! We're going heroing." And he's like, "Oh, fine."
Oh, fine. Lauren's doing it because then he doesn't have to walk.
She just kind of looks at him.
Lauren doesn't have to walk. He's like, I'm down. I don't care where they're going.
As you all, everybody starts pouring in. Everybody kind of starts trying to push around, and because you're on the carpet or on the broom, it's a little bit easier for you to get in, of course. But like, there is a cluster of people that's starting to like push towards this general direction, and everybody's doing it. I mean, even Squall and Renora have started moving their way. You see Sarah kind of pushing her way through the crowd. And Nora doesn't give a shit. She is not. She's like the one person that's not going there. You all finally see as Sarah pushes into the middle. And she goes, "What?" Conrad lies in a pool of his own blood. His throat has been slit.
Oh no, anyway.
Everybody give me an insight check.
Cleric mode activated.
Could I, DM, could I make an investigation?
Sure.
Can I also pull investigation, please?
Sure.
I need to give
Damn it, is it? No, absolutely not. We're using inspiration.
You can see now. So far, 32 is the one to beat.
I have an inspiration.
I'm going to use Dark One's Luck.
Damn it! I got 21.
Okay.
Where is my features? Dark One's Luck. Where is that?
I can't beat 31. 32 even with a plus 11.
Ooh,
Ava's the only
39.
one with a better insight than me.
Well,
39. Okay.
I'm going to use knowledge from a past life and actually make my 32 a 37.
Yeah, fuck you, Ava. I can see now.
We need to nerf more, and he has eyes.
We can almost make it like story-wise as well because of like Conrad and Lauren's connection to Necron. So maybe he would notice a bit more. Maybe I don't know.
Sure. Well, I
I feel
think
like
you both
Euphrasy's more in triage mode.
got higher than 35, so I'll give it to both of you. How's that? I was only going to give it to one person, but two people cleared 35. As you guys are sitting around,
Ava's like, what the fuck? He can see.
you all are just kind of watching this as there's some confusion because Conrad was a very questionable character, right? And from the sky, you can see Sarah is obviously conflicted. But at the end of the day, this is still her father, whom this was unexpected as she kind of falls to her knees and she's shaking him. Lauren and Ava, you see off towards the end of the crowd, as everyone else is pushing in, one person's not. As Furion stands there, with his eyes just kind of narrowed, watching this all happen. He looks up and he sees you two noticing him. And then he just turns and walks off.
Euphrasy's about to go into cleric mode.
That's where we're going to end tonight, though. So, think about what you're going to do. If you're going to even tell Sarah, or you're just going to let that go. But at some point, Furion did take out Conrad.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is it's just like, sure, you killed the bad guy, but like, dog, you gotta tell me first. Let me know.
Furion had many reasons to hate Conrad and was not as forgiving as his, Sarah, being his daughter, was a little bit more unwilling to do what they thought needed to be done. So you did kind of bypass one of those boss fights by saving Furion, though. So your consequences have actions, and this happened to be one of those that worked in your favor, I think. But now you do have the burden of a secret, or you might not give a shit.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, you two are having a great time.
I can already tell you what Lauren's going to do next session. He goes to Ava and say, "You didn't see nothing."
I'm blind again. No.
Is this man
what do you see? I don't see shit.
Or is he on some kind of shenanigans?
Just leave it.
Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry about it.
You'd have to tell Euphrazy that Girly Pop's in cleric mode.
You're like trying to go and they're holding you back. They're like, nope, let him go. It's his time.
He's old. He was going to die soon anyway.
I mean, if you explain that he's on some weird shenanigans like Ava, then, I can't do anything about it.
He's not that, but he is the only other cleric of Necron. So
as old as Conrad is, if he starts wrong, he will probably die. So it's his time to go.
It's his time. It's just his time. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm going to end it there tonight. If you can stick around for just a little bit, I want to have just a little bit of a post-game breakdown for this one. Quick announcements. This week, I don't know if you're familiar, but there's this little community of just small streamers, and then they've all kind of come together, and this is Ooze Week, so we're all just doing at least one video that features an ooze of like the D&D monster. So Wednesday, we're doing a high-level one-shot against the Blob of Annihilation, in which I'm going to kill everybody. It's a one-shot. Nice. I'm not holding back at all. So it's going to be great.
Blob of Annihilation?
The Blob of Annihilation. So
no, I know it's the Blob of Annihilation, but are you gonna put it in the Tomb of Annihilation?
Oh, that would be mean. No, I have a fun idea. That would be good though. That would have been a good idea.
I don't know what I've signed up for.
Fucking Sararak, just put that thing in the Tomb of Horrors.
I should, yeah. And then I think we're gonna try to do Dragonbane this week too, if we got enough people, because we missed last week. Other than that though, we'll be back. we'll be back here with some more Kupo Quest next week, and we are getting very close to the finale of this. Sorry.
We have forgotten something very important. We were promised to level up after we killed Omega.
Were you? I'm gonna have
Yes,
to.
please start with me.
You don't have it in writing or recorded or anything, do you? I mean, it's not
It's
like you have
literally
Yes, it
on
is.
like
record.
either
Sorry.
a post show or YouTube.
Well,
Yeah, we could
if
probably
Really
skip
pop.
it.
if it's
We will-
recorded and it comes up in the court of law,
Kellen,
then
fact check
finally.
Wolf, please.
No, I know you're
Yeah,
level 19.
Kellen,
Get in
Kellen.
the comments! Get in the comments! Brennan Lee Mulligan style. Get in the comments!
Yeah, get in the comments. You all do get a level. You are level 19. You are level 19 now.
Wolfkins
This is
has
cute.
editing, but we have a Kellen, so we win.
Damn it!
Wolfkins,
Oh.
Wolfkins has editing, but we do in fact have Kellen. This is the highest
We have
level of
our own
anything I've
Omega
ever
weapon.
played that ain't a one shot. So this is new.
Kinda
Oh,
cool.
Kellen is our
I
Hulk.
get new things.
I know Kellen is your Hulk,
Oh,
and
I
they're like
bumped
our
that con up, and now
lore
I have
master.
135 HP.
Nice.
Oh.
You would not have survived the Ultima attack. Anyway, I do want to talk about that a little bit in the post show, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for hanging out, watching in the stream tonight. I know Ravnok was hanging out with us for a while, and thanks for the sub. I see that you subbed too, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. Also, those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for sticking around. And again, there's no plans yet, but I do plan to do a Kupo Quest spinoff, like once we wrap this up in the future. Like the next setting, I think will be in the Beastlands, and just kind of, something fun like that. Because we didn't explore that at all for this campaign, and I want to. So sue me. Anyway, that'll be it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much. If you want to check out the post show, we put those up on Patreon. You can join right now for free. Just links in the description. Head over to the Patreon. Or if you just want to chat with us, come and hang out in the Discord. And you'll be just in time to vote on our May Hero Forge Challenge, which is voting's going on right now. Get in and vote for your favorite. There's some really good ones this month. So anyway, lally ho, friends.
I officially.
Did you vote? Did you vote?
Yes, I voted.
Yes. Lally ho, friends. We'll see you next time.